Welcome, everyone. Today I'm here with Maria, one of our top performing students within our program, Amazon Selling Secrets Unlocked. Maria, how's everything going for you today?
Hi everyone. It's been great. I started here with zero knowledge of how to sell anything on a platform, and yeah, I had some knowledge about finance and about some Excel sheets and but I think it's a good combination. Any knowledge you have, you could combine it with what Shane has to show us, and you could do a great combination.
Definitely. And I love the fact that, like you said, before coming into this, you didn't really have any Amazon specific knowledge. And do you feel like there was anything that was stopping you before actually getting into the space?
Yeah, definitely. I think every challenge is like it's scary, you know. As an adult, I think that everyone has a busy schedule right now, so you don't have like so much time to start something new, and maybe it's scary to start something from scratch. You don't know that if you're going to be successful or not. Maybe you have to make a huge investment, or maybe I don't know. There are a lot of decisions. In my personal case, I have two kids, so time was a big matter, you know, because my kids are like my main focus right now. But also, I wanted to do something for myself and to feel productive, and also show my kids another version of their mother, a working one, learning one. One of my kids come with me and says, "Oh, mommy, do you sell something in Amazon? Have you sold something in Amazon yet?" You know, like for me, time was the first one, and the second one I think was that I was a little bit afraid of doing something new, and I wasn't sure how this was going to work, but I believe that Shane uh, got me through all this stuff. He's not just selling the program. He's coaching us in every aspect, and he listened to you and he gives it good advice. You know, I remember perfectly that call we had, that I was like, oh, I don't know, I might have to ask my husband because he maybe is gonna pay for this. And Shane was like, why? I mean, you're gonna do it by your own. So why don't you try it? And I was like, oh yeah, it's not like Shane wanted me to get in a fight with my husband. No, but he was right, you know. Sometimes we stop believing in what we can do due to a lot of things around us. And that is important. You need to believe in what you can do. And you need to be sure that if you put all the effort you can and not so much time in this, and don't stop. I think I've been for, I don't know, 2 3 months at most. There have been a lot of days where I've been thinking, oh, I don't have the time to do this, I don't have the time to do this. But then every week, in the Sunday call, it's good to hear you and to like a reset, you know, like a reset for starting of the week. And if I didn't had so much time last week, I feel that I can put a little bit more time in the next week, and and not to quit. It's a good advice, you know, because one step at a time. It's not a slow process, because I never thought that I was gonna be selling a product in less than a month, and I never saw that I was gonna sell what I've sold in less than 2 months. It's not slow,
Right.
but the best part is that you could do it in your own time. You could schedule it in any space, in any available time that you have in the day.
Absolutely. And that's so great to hear because, especially being a mom of two kids, I can understand that your time is tight, right? You don't have all the time in the world to be able to do this, but you very much faced your uncomfortability of starting something new head on, right? And ultimately, that allowed you to be able to get to the point of where you're at today. Now, coming into this, is there anything that really helped you decide to join our program over anybody else's?
No, I was like, I want to do something. I want to do something that it's scalable, you know, because I try to do a lot of things. I try to make candles, and I took courses, and I try to sell a lot of stuff, but that things require lot of investment required to make your own brand, to get out to a market that you don't even know if it's a growing market, and requires much more money, much more time, much more knowledge, much more everything. Here, I was like, what can I do that is first scalable, that is I could learn fast because I have the time, but no one wants to start all over again. You're 30 something or 40 something or 50 something. I mean, you've been through a lot and you don't want to start from scratch. But and I was like, Amazon, everybody buys some have bought something in Amazon. Everybody have heard of it. It's a growing market. I think that all the other retailers or other stores all around the world uh, are gonna end in a platform like Amazon anytime soon. I mean, so there is the market where you want to be. There's the market that you don't need to do anything else because the people is getting there, whether you do something or not. And people are buying more and more things, whether you do something or not. So the market is there. You want to be in the market. Now, the other thing is what products and how you've taught us to do it. It's amazing. I mean, it is there. I don't know how many Mexicans are in the program. I believe I am the only Mexican in the program, and believe me, Mexican market it's way different than any other markets that I've heard that US and UK, Canada. I mean, those are best countries in the world. Mexico is a almost third world country, and everything in here it's way more chaotic than can be in the US or in any other country. And believe me, if you could do it in Mexico, I think you could do it anywhere else.
Absolutely. And you touched on such a great point that like everyone here utilizes Amazon. So you want to be able to figure out how can you get your piece of the pie, which is what you learned throughout the course of this whole entire program is understanding how to sell products to not only, instead of spending money on Amazon, you're learning how to make money on Amazon instead. Coming into the program, what did you feel like you wanted to achieve? Like what was your goal? Did you want to have more
Oh,
time or money?
well, a lot of things. Obviously, feel productive because I think that as a woman and as a mom, being only a mom, it's so stressful. So I want to feel productive in any other way. I didn't want to let everything that I've learned so far in my school, in my previous jobs or everything. I didn't want everything to go like to trash, that never use it again. And I was like, no, I mean, I love to work when I did it, and I had some knowledge that I could apply in many ways in this business model. So I wanted to feel productive, but also yeah, I wanted to at least earn what I was earning in my latest job. And I did some numbers, and it's not going to be easy, but I think it's going to be achievable at some point.
Absolutely. And that's so great because you want to be able to get yourself to a point where you're earning as much, if not a lot more, but by working, not as much of the amount of time that you're previously working at beforehand. Now, what part of the program do you feel like has helped you the most?
Everything. I've been well, first I was like, okay, I don't know anything. I need to start, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, review chapter 3, chapter 4, review chapter 4. But every part of it, I think it gives you it takes you in the right way of how to do things. I'm a desperate woman, I don't have a lot of patience to do things. And I think that the program is gives you exactly what you need to know in order to do it. You need to put hands on, watch a video and then apply it. And I don't know, I think the most difficult part is to organize your day, because you want to do a lot of things. You want to search products, you want to keep going in the program, you want to see search unbranded products and branded ones. And I don't know, that is the tough part, but you need to be patient because it gives you everything. I was like, my plan was, okay, I'm gonna try a month. So I did. I sold 34,000 with a margin of I don't know, 16%. I was more than 16%. And I believe that everything starts with the mindset of I want to sell, but that's not the mindset you need to have. I did it. I started like, oh, I want to sell the product, but that's not a good way to see this. You need to see it in the long term. You need to see it like a business that it's growing, that is in a market with I don't know who else is growing, such as Amazon, but you need to see it in the long term. You need to have that vision and to think that you need to have everything set in order to when you're ready then have the growth that you have in mind.
Right. And that's perfectly said. You laid it out perfectly there. And hence why you've been able to, make amazing results with 34,000, dollars worth of products sold at over a 16% margin within just 30 days to starting. Like, that's mind blowing. That's absolutely amazing for someone like yourself as a mom of two kids, someone who doesn't have a lot of the time. You've definitely set a perfect example for your children in terms of someone who's a business owner right now at this point. And for anybody that is thinking about coming into this, that is thinking about starting their Amazon store, but is not entirely sure, what would you say to someone who is not entirely sure about joining our program?
I'm going to say what you've said. There's no way you could lose something here because either you win or you learn. That is the truth, you're going to win if there comes a point where you see that this is not for you. Okay, but you're going to be buying things with another perspective of everything, now you know the market, now you know how to buy things cheaper for your house, for your business, for your everything, you have like another mindset from the buyer side. And if you decide that this is good for you, then you are in the seller side and you are what you need to be. I don't know, I really had a lot of questions. If I was gonna have the time, and if I was gonna put in risk everything that I had before, to do this, and if I was gonna quit at any time soon, and either you win or you learn. There is no other thing. There's nothing negative that you could get from being here. I don't know. I'm a person that is eager to learn all the time, and I think that if you've been and if you've seen anything from the program and from Shane, I could tell that you're not gonna get disappointed with this. I'm so happy.
Like you said, you have that mindset. It's either you win or you learn, right? There's nothing that you can possibly lose. And especially by having a foolproof program that's been able to help so many other people, it's just meant to breed winners like yourself. And Maria, I appreciate you sharing all your thoughts here today. And honestly, having people like yourself, I'm looking forward to your growth, and especially for this upcoming year. Q4 is going to be an interesting one. I appreciate it, Maria.
No, I appreciate you.